All right, so now we're gonna do MFR on the forearm. So this is great for massage therapists or mechanics or really anyone who uses their hands a lot. So people who sew, or most everyone uses their hands a lot. Also, this can be really great if somebody is on a computer. So what happens sometimes is people get a new mouse for their computer, and the way they have to hold their hand, it switches a little bit and it causes insane pain in their forearms. So this work is really great for anyone who feels like they have some kind of issue, like maybe even carpal tunnel kind of stuff. This can be really helpful. So I like to start my hands really close together on this one. So we're going to come in, palms kind of close together, and supported with the table because you're going to be pushing it down. So we're going to go like this. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. All right. And hold this. And if you feel twitching and stuff during this, it's totally normal. If they complain about like any weird pain or anything, then you might have to switch up, but most of this stuff is, you're working like right over a lot of muscles, as you guys know from your forearm projects. Does that feel okay still? Mm-hmm. And it's normal for the tissue to separate and your hands to separate a little bit. As long as you're not sliding over the surface, you want to make sure you're actually engaged in the fascia. Is that really burny?
It's warm.
Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then once you do the one side, you always want to make sure you do the counter side. So if it feels okay, have them turn like this. If they need to come out a little bit, that's okay too. So wherever they're comfortable. Is that comfortable for you? Okay. Again, you want your palms pretty close together so that they have somewhere to go. And with my fingers, I'm not really grabbing with them. It's more my palm is down and these are just kind of wrapping around because I don't have anywhere else to put them. Mm-hmm. So, and we'll go. Does that feel okay?
Yes.
Okay. This side can be a little bit more sensitive with the nerves, I guess, running through. So if your hand starts to go numb or tingly, then that you might be pressing on the nerve too much. So let me know if that happens. Okay. So in these areas, you can remember you can always skin roll if you need to. If something's really stuck, so don't be afraid to do skin rolling in here. And then the last one was the tennis elbow move. So I personally do NMT tennis stuff on the elbow for tennis elbow, but for this, we're going to be pushing both sides towards the elbow to give the tendon some relief. So it's just a super tight tendon in there. So this would also be the same for golfer's elbow. Mm-hmm. So you will just go ahead and take, just move this a little bit so the camera can kind of see. You're gonna take, start a little bit further away, maybe like mid forearm and mid bicep, and then you'll push them together. Does that feel okay? Mm-hmm. So the point of this is just give it as much slack as possible. And I'm not gonna hold that one for a total 2 minutes because she doesn't really have that issue. But what I am noticing is this part of her forearm is just like really stuck. It's usually pretty tight, especially if you guys are doing a lot of massages lately. So I'm just gonna do a little, like, you can do like a pincer grip too, where you hold it just like this for 2 minutes. Is that intense?
A little bit on the lateral side, but not bad.
Not bad, okay. You can do a little rock with it.
That's what's really good.
Okay. Yeah, so basically when I was doing both the tennis elbow one and when I was working this part of the forearm, it just like wasn't moving in here at all. So when you have, if you're doing crosshand and you have something like that, then go ahead and just do like a 2-minute pincer grip on it. And just grab like as much as you can. You can also do like tinier skin rolling, but the pincer grip is like where it's at. Mm-hmm. This would also be a spot that I would maybe put a cup on for cupping. Yeah. So cupping does your fascia work without you doing anything. So you just put it on and go somewhere else and come back to it. Yeah. So, yeah. Do you guys have any questions on those? Did we do hand stuff at all yet with MFR?
No.
Okay. I'm going to just show you guys one more move on the arm. So when you have carpal tunnel, it's usually like in here that's getting cut off. So like the nerves come in to feed your hand, but the carpal bones are so tight that it's like pinches it, I guess. So one thing you can do, and I don't know what the best camera view is for this, but I'm going to take my palms and I'm going to push with my fingers on the top and I'm going to just spread it like this. Does that feel okay?
Yes.
Okay. Let me know if it gets too intense. But we kind of did this stuff on the arch of the foot, like the transverse arch. So that's kind of what I feel like. Your hands and feet are similar in some ways, and so we're just peeling this open. And if you are getting tired, you can bring it down like this and rest on the table. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. I had it up for the camera, but now we all know what it looks like. So. Do you have carpal tunnel?
No, I think it's a soreness.
Okay. Are you feeling better after that work? Good.
Yeah.
That's exciting.